Thank you, John. There's no doubt I'm here in Kansas City because of your excitement and your passion. You made me come here, that's for sure. I couldn't miss it. Just the emails, the phone calls, the things you've been putting out on social media, and I'm just a couple steps behind you. You know, following the messages and the emails and the things that you're doing, and all the things that you've told us that you've put out there. And I'm just a fan, and glad to be a part of it. And glad to be here this weekend with a lot of other great people and successful people. But just thankful to be a coach. I started out as an elementary PE teacher and volunteered and just got a couple breaks. A couple people turned a job down. I ended up with it. We won 10 games our first year. And that wasn't enough for us. I guess we tricked a few of the recruits to come the next year and sold them a dream. And they just graduated as the all-time winningest class in the history of Ferris State with 113 wins. So pretty proud of that. But in order to win a championship, a lot of things got to go the right way. First of all, you have to have the great players like we had, and that group of seniors that graduated with 113 wins. They made me look good. The Coach of the Year awards, all that. I mean, they made the plays. Very thankful for them and our relationships. Very excited to see what they're going to do with their futures and how they're going to impact the world and start their families. So I'm excited for that. But it takes sacrifice. That was kind of the theme of our season looking back. It wasn't necessarily the theme during the season, but looking back, it certainly was the reason that we won. We just had a load of talent, and sometimes people say the ball's not big enough, but we found a way to sacrifice. And you know, we had Mr. Basketball coming off the bench and never complaining. We had two players that played less minutes than they had the previous year, and never heard from parents or never heard from high school coaches about it. We had the National Player of the Year, averaged 15 points per game, and the whole time said, hey, you know, if we do it as a team, the awards will come. And they believed it, and it helped out. So all that sacrifice was a big part of what we did. And then it takes a little luck too. We knew we had to probably host the region, be the #1 seed in order to improve our chances to make it to the Elite Eight, to fight for the national championship. And we hadn't been able to host the region yet, and we fell short a couple times in the Sweet 16, once when I was the assistant and once as the head coach a couple years previous. So we put a lot of our effort into trying to host that regional. And the margin for error was small, but we were at Ashland and we weren't playing very well. Matter of fact, our two of our three top scorers hadn't scored a point until 5 minutes left in the game. But we battled it back, and we were tied and defending. And their center hit a three with 1.2 seconds left. We're going to lose, and that game was probably going to take us out of the #1 seed, and we were going to have to go on the road again and try to win that regional. But we had a plan. We called timeout, and we put a player that hadn't played yet in the game in because he was our best baseball passer, and he didn't get in every game this year, but we knew he could pass the ball full length of the court, and we ran a little play that we've practiced a few times. He threw it the length of the court. Peter Furlick caught the ball, launched it up, banked it in. We won in overtime, and that's just the difference between probably winning a national championship and then just having a run that's ended a little short. So the margin for error is small. We're blessed to have won the championship, and this year was our year, and hopefully it comes around again. But it's special, it's rare, it's uncommon, and the things that have to happen and line up for a national championship are just amazing. The stories are amazing. There's a lot of them, and you pile them all together, and you just wonder, why us, and how has this happened to us? It's amazing. Like I said, I was just an elementary PE teacher. Now I'm the coach of the national champs in Division II, and I think that's pretty awesome. Thanks.